Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abon with a freshly shaved head. Welcome back to Locally Global with FERENCVÁROS on FM22. New season today and we're starting our first league game. We're away against newly promoted ZTE. We've got some transfers to go through. We've spent pretty much all the money we can. We haven't really made much in terms of sales. We haven't really sold many players. We did a lot of that in January. So we've got some new signings and we'll see how our first game goes. We'll also see who we're going to be taking on in Champions League qualifying, and that will be next episode. And as always, if you're enjoying this series, drop a like, leave comments, subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Let's jump into it. It's a brand new season, probably our last one. I think we'll be looking to maybe move on from Hungary after this season, maybe during this season, if a club offers us a job. We'll wait and see. So last episode we finished the season with the cup final win over Kisvada 3-0. We did have one more league game before the end of this season though against Puskás Academia. We actually drew it. It was a 1-1 draw. Djordjevic scored and that was after we went behind, Raho scoring for the home side. So we actually failed to win that game, but we did manage to win the league convincingly with 6 games to spare. And of course the cup meant that we did win the domestic double and we had a really good showing in Europe as well, getting to the knockout stages of the Europa League by winning our group. And then we took on Chelsea. We avoided defeat at Stamford Bridge, but unfortunately lost 2-0 at home and that sent us out. So this season hopefully we can get a bit further, maybe get into the Champions League groups. We'll have to wait and see how things go. As far as the transfer window goes, we lost both goalkeepers. Lucas França was out of contract. He's gone back to Brazil and joined Vasco da Gama. And Dennis Dibuts has retired. We tried to convince him to stay for another year and see out his contract, but he decided not to do that. He has retired. That left us with no goalkeeper. In other departures, Andreas Vogelsammer has moved to Pachuca, the German striker making the move to Mexico. He did well for us, 14 goals in 17 appearances, the best average rating in the side, but he was 36 years old and not something that I was really looking to keep around. There's no point in having him on another contract. He'd be probably pushing 40 by the time that ended. So I thought it would make sense to let him go at the end of his deal. The only other major departure is Christian Rivera, the Spanish midfielder, has gone to Legia in Poland. We brought him in January because we were in a bit of a tight spot in midfield with lots of injuries. Now we have more midfielders than we know what to do with. So we transfer listed him and we got £2.9 million for him, which I think, considering we got him for free, is pretty good. In terms of money for the transfer window, we had about 9 million to spend and a lot of money in the wage budget. And I think we've spent almost all of that money. We don't have a lot left at all, but we did bring in a goalkeeper. I need a second one and I'm really struggling to find one that actually wants to join, is okay being a backup, because we have Oliver Dovin, a Swedish goalkeeper. He's 26. He's joined us from Hammarby. It cost us just £500,000, so it's a cheap deal. And, he looks decent. He's a first-choice goalkeeper. His aerial reach is good. His one-on-ones are really good. His reflexes, his throwing. He looks like a decent goalkeeper. Hopefully he'll do well for us. But we are in need of a backup. We don't have one. He's the only goalkeeper we have. So if he gets hurt, unless we bring someone in, it's going to be a grey keeper. And you don't want those. Up next, the most expensive signing that the club has ever brought in. Felix Correa is a Portuguese wide man. Probably spent a bit too much on him. His contract is a bit lucrative. I think I spent too much on this guy. £7.5 million from Levski Sofia. He has been all around the place in his career. Started out at Sporting in 2016. He's been in Netherlands. He's been playing for England, Italy, France. He spent 3 years in Bulgaria. And now he's made the move to Hungary. I mean, he's right-footed. So it's either going to be a winger on the right-hand side or an inverted winger on the left. I think we've got a couple of options there. And the fact he can play both sides is, I think, quite helpful. We were a bit weak on the wings. But as I said, his contract is a bit extreme. He's on 18 grand a week. He's got huge appearance fees and clean sheet fees and assist fees. So, yeah, he's going to cost us a lot of money. I mean, £4,700 per clean sheet. And we really don't concede a lot of goals. So I think he's going to cost us a lot of money. It might have been a bit of a dumb one, this one. Up next, we brought in a centre forward. This is Bradley Fink, a Swiss striker. He's 25. He's come from Heidenheim in Germany. No Vogelsammer, and Kelvin John has gone back to Leicester. They weren't interested in reloaning him. So that left us with just Djordjevic as our striker. Bradley Fink has come in. Looks very well rounded. 13 dribbling, finishing and first touch. Not too bad off the ball. Little bit of speed about him. Doesn't look too bad at all. £2.1 million from the second division in Germany. Also worth mentioning, Roman Pravda has now joined us. We signed him in January and he did spend the rest of the season on loan at Slavia Prague. But now the 20-year-old has joined us on a permanent transfer. Very good finisher of the ball. Physically very strong, his technique's good, he's really good carrier of the ball, so hopefully he can do well for us as well. We've got 3 strikers now. And also Andre Roman has joined us on a permanent deal. We signed him in January as well, and he spent the rest of the season on loan at Faro Constanța in Romania. And he's a centre mid with a big future. He's 21, really good passer of the ball. His first touch is good, his decision making is really good, so he's now joined us as well. A bit of a cheap one, Adil Bona, a Dutch 22-year-old right back. I don't think he's really going to play too often for us, but he was out of contract at Man City. He was available for free, so it was a bit of a punt. He's not terrible, but I don't think he's going to play that much, and he probably won't even get registered for the squad. This is Alessio Riccardi, another centre midfielder. He's on loan from Benevento, but will join us permanently next season for £1.9 million. Again, looks like a really decent midfielder, very well-rounded, lots of 14s, good passer of the ball, decent carrier of the ball, agile, decent flair. So yeah, he's on loan from Italian club Benevento, but will join on a permanent transfer. It's a mandatory future fee. That's £2.1 million actually, not 1.9. Another centre midfielder, we are really spot for choice in centre mid, Johnny Clayton, a 20-year-old Scotsman. Just £220,000 from Celtic. He spent a couple of seasons on loan at Hamilton and then Kilmarnock in the Championship. He did quite well for them, 7 goals, 4 assists. He's joined us. I mean, as a box-to-box midfielder, there's some low attributes in there, but he's only 20. He's got some potential. He's pretty athletic. Passing's all right. Tackling's pretty good. So he might be a bit better as a ball winner. Not really something we've been using, but, you know, not too much money. And again, a bit of a punt. And lastly, we were in real need of a left back and I was really struggling to find one. We have got one in. It's Dimitris Giannoulis. He's 32. He's come from Genk. So we made the visit back to Belgium. £2.4 million from KRC Genk. 33 appearances, 6 assists last season. Didn't do too badly. He looks like a really decent left back. He's still got 16 pace at 32. He's still very athletic. So hopefully he can do well for us. Him and Shajevic will be our left backs. They'll be sort of rotating. Almaski can also play left back as well. So I think we've got pretty good depth. I think we're doing really well. We're just missing that backup goalkeeper and then I think we'll be, you know, good to go. So as expected, we are strong favourites for the league with Verheervaart just behind us. ZTE promoted, Vasas promoted. We're facing ZTE today in our first game. Guillermo and Uzpes were relegated to the second tier. Uzpes scored 21 goals against last season. There was a 9-0, an 8-0 and a 4-1. So hopefully we can retain the title just as easily as we won it this season. In the Champions League, we are up against Sheriff Tiraspol in the 3rd qualifying round. Of course, the champions of Moldova actually beat Real Madrid in real life in the past season. Real Madrid went on to win the whole thing, so Sheriff can say they beat the champions of Europe. Next episode, we'll have both legs against Sheriff to see if we can get through to the Champions League playoffs. This is where we went out in the Champions League last season. We came up against Club Brugge and we lost. One thing I haven't done yet is check out how our other sides did. So let's have a look at our previous clubs. So Tunbridge Angels did manage to survive the National League South for another season, finishing in 17th place. So they are still in that division. Michael Ngoo is the manager. Did he used to play for Liverpool or is that someone else? Yes, he was a former Liverpool youngster. I knew I recognised that name. And he's now managing Tunbridge. It's his first job as a manager, actually. He last played for Podgorica in Albania. What a career. Of course, we won the league in Gibraltar with Europa FC, but since then, they've been second best to Lincoln Red Imps. And it looks like that happened once again. They finished second place and didn't manage to win the league. They're doing well in the Europa Conference League at the moment, though. They've got past Junes and Glenavon. They've got Grasshoppers next, though, so that might see them go out there. And then the season before that, they beat Waterford of Ireland, but then lost to Domzala from Slovenia. But they did win the Pepe Reyes Cup, but lost in the Rock Cup to Lynx. That's not good. Meanwhile, KV Mechelen, in their first 4 seasons since we left, finished in 12th place. Not a good finish for them at all. Karim Behasim is in charge. Pirlo actually left after not quite a full year, left in June at the end of the season. Where's he gone now? He's gone on to manage Lamel, so he's just moving around Belgium at this point. But Mechelen did get to the Belgian Cup final, but they lost on extra time to Anderlecht. So they got another cup final, but unfortunately fell short. And that's after we got them to one as well. But we lost on penalties to Charleroi, I think it was. So they didn't do too well in the league, unfortunately. Bit of a low finish. Felician Dini is still there. He's not interested in joining us. So I'm hoping that he's going to stay here for the season and then we sign him at our next club. But he's transfer listed and may well move on. We'll have to wait and see though. Fingers crossed he says where he is so we can buy him for 30 million. Okay, so I think that is everything covered. We did actually get offered a job interview in the off season as well by Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany. Eintracht Frankfurt finished in 13th place last season, mid-table in the Bundesliga. 4-star reputation, would have been plenty of money to spend. There's so much money in the Bundesliga in terms of TV money and prize money. There's tons of money. So it would have been fun, but they didn't go for us in the end. They went for Marco Rose. So we're still here at FERENCVÁros. I think we will be here till the end of the season unless we get offered like a really good job. We're going to see out the season and see out our contract. So first game of the season, we're against ZTE, newly promoted. So this should be 3 points on the off. Some fitness concerns. Kingses not fully fit. Martin Boros not fully fit. Joseph Ager's got an Achilles injury. He's out for a few weeks. And Juris Djordjevic is out for a few days with a slight knee knock. So yeah, fitness is a concern, but hopefully we can get through the game. And this is a side that we're going to go with. Pravda, Boros, Zubkov, Riccardi, Kobalin, Fernandez, Janulis, Muguruza, Ballard, Kingses, Dovin. It's not a great squad, but we should still be winning this. So fingers crossed. We're still favourites. We're the league champions. These guys are newly promoted. So this should be an easy win for us despite the fitness concerns. I mean, I've already misclicked from the start. I went encourage and I clicked calm down. So that's not really the start we wanted. But here comes Janulis on his competitive debut, the Greek left back. Goes back to Zombon Muguruza, who's playing at centre-back today, not his ideal position. And he was really good for us. He joined us in January as we recalled him from loan. And he was really, really good for us. And Pravda with a chance there. It's a good save by the goalkeeper though. Roman Pravda almost getting a goal on his debut. Boros with a corner. And Pravda with a header, but again off target. Couple of chances for the Czech man early on. Taiti with the free kick. It's gone over everybody. And Daniel Ballard will look to clear this and get it forwards. He goes back to Zoltan Kingses, who we've reloaned from Inter Milan for the season, for another season. Here's Muguruza to Janulis. And go for a ball through the middle, maybe. Looking for Pravda or Kobalin, who's got it. And Kobalin fires into the goal. It's 1-0 with 9 minutes on the clock. Janulis getting the assist as well on his first appearance. Finds the ball through the middle. Kobalin's the first one to it, ahead of the defence. And a finish over the goalkeeper into the goal. Good start, 1-0. Our first game last season, we won 5-0 against Mezu, I think it was. So hopefully we can have a good performance here. Boros with a corner. Kobalin went for it again at the far post, but it was headed away by the defender. Here's Zubkov, who has been subject of a couple of bids, but we're trying to keep him around if we can, because we are a bit lacking in the wing areas. Here's Riccardi. He's gone through the defence and goes all the way through. Alessio Riccardi makes it 2-0 in the 16th minute. He's on loan from Benevento, but that will be a permanent transfer. We probably could have got him permanently from the start, but it's just a season-long loan. And he gets the goal here to make it 2-0. Just completely unchallenged. Nobody got anywhere near him. He went through the defence like they weren't even there and beats the keeper. It's a good finish and it's a good piece of football. We're dominating the ball. We're having 6 shots to 0. Things are going very well. Here's Kingses and we're looking to come forward again maybe here. 20 minutes gone. And we are just having our way with these guys. Here's Lean. Riccardi. That could get to Pravda, and it does. And Roman Pravda goes for it, but it's a good save by Demjan. Janulis with a throw to Martin Boros. Janulis gives Boros the ball back again. Here it's across the face of goal. It's Zubkov. It's 3 with 23 minutes gone. We're absolutely flying in this first game of the season. You know, we dominated the league last time round. We did lose 3 games, so hopefully we can lose even fewer this time round. Maybe go the whole season unbeaten. Because I think the matches we did lose was quite unfortunate. One of them we went down to 10 men. One we got completely FM. The other one we were just really, really bad. So I'm hoping we can maybe do even better this season. Try and beat our points tally from last year. We could make it 4 here, but it's headed away by Taiti. Here's Zubkov to Ballard. Muguruza to Riccardi. And he's gone for goal wide of the post. Fortunately, Martin Boros is injured again. This man cannot stay fit. Like, he just really winds me up. Look at this. In the past year, how many injuries he's had. Abdominals, hamstring, ankle ligaments, ankle, wrist, groin, ankle, thigh. This guy's made of bloody glass, I swear. Okay, it's going to be a straight swap with Nasi Univar coming on, but he will have to be inverted winger, because I think he's right-footed. So, straight swap there. He's the most fit of the guys we have on the bench. But we're 3-0 up, and despite that injury, other than that, it's been fine. Ballard will probably have to come off in a bit because he's getting a bit wary out there. I think he was tired before the game started. We will make that change with Tolleson coming on. And looks like we can get some more goals. We've got 3 so far. We've done the job we need to do. We could just finish off the game now, but you know, more goals wouldn't be amiss. Falvey with a throw in for ZTE. Here's Jakab. And the home side are coming forward here. They might be able to get a consolation goal. Here's Popovic. And Marlison with a header. Oh, just wide. It was a good chance for them there. Kingsless will be the next man to come off. It'll be our third and final change, and I think we'll make that now. With 25 minutes to go, Adil Bono is going to come on. It's probably the only action he's going to get this season because our mask is a bit hurt. But, you know, we've done the job we need to do. Hopefully we can get a clean sheet, maybe get another goal before the end of the match. No shot on target for the home side, but they've had a couple of sniffs at the goal. 15 minutes to go. Looks like it's going to be 3-0. Univar really hasn't done well since coming on. I don't think he's really done anything. But let's just drop it back to positive and try and get through this game now, maybe with a clean sheet intact. Here's Janulis, who's been good today. Probably our best player on the pitch. Riccardi to Kobalin. Got that first goal. Here's Fernandez. Here's Zubkov. I don't know where Pravda is. Zubkov goes for goal, and again, there's not a great finish. Pravda was not through the middle there. I don't know where he was. Late shot on target for ZTE, so they've at least got that for themselves. But we're still 3-0 up, and there's just 2.5 minutes of the 90 left. Well, we can hopefully hold on for a clean sheet. Still 3-0. But here come the Blues again. Tomicek. Van Falvey back to the defender. And they're trying to get it forward here. Here's Zuna. Actually got a bit of space through the middle. Chovanek's through. And Chovanek scores. They're going to go back. They denied the clean sheet. 88 minutes gone. Otto Chovanek actually got the goal. So no clean sheet for us once again. I mean, it's fine. It's 3 points. I'm not overly mad about it. But we just gave him a bit too much space through the middle there. And Chovanek with a mohawk finished it off. And there is the full-time whistle. It is 3 points to kick the season off, and we were far and away the better side. Just gave ZCE a bit too much of the ball towards the end and allowed them to get a goal and deny us a clean sheet. Actually had a couple of chances in that second half, did the home side. So, you know, they did well. I thought they did well. Considering they're newly promoted against the champions, they gave a good account of themselves. Now, it's 3 points. It's a win. I'll take it. We just need to make sure that we keep that performance up for some of those bigger sides. Make sure we win the league just as convincingly as we did last season. Boros is out for 4 to 6 weeks with a groin injury. That's not good. That man cannot stay fit. He's 18. Like, he's not going to reach that potential if he keeps getting crocked. So our next 2 games are Champions League qualifying matches against Sheriff Tiraspol of Moldova. So hopefully we can win those and get through to the Champions League playoffs. We'll have both legs next episode, and then hopefully if we can get through a playoff after that, and maybe a chance to get through to the Champions League groups. And these guys have been there before. They actually got to the Champions League groups in 2025 and 26, but finished 4th. So they've got experience in the group stages. Hopefully we can lead them to get there once again, and you know, see if we can get a bit further in Europe. As far as the transfer window goes, I think our business is more or less done. We just need a backup goalkeeper. And then if we have a bit of money to spend, if there's a cheap wide player that's going to maybe do things for us, we can have a look. But we've got money in the bank. We've got a wage budget. So, you know, there's room for maybe one more player. But we'll wait and see. We definitely need a second goalkeeper because we only have the one. So, you know, and also any other players that we bring in, it's going to be difficult to register for the squads. So I think any other signings as well would have to be homegrown. Otherwise, there's no chance we actually get them in the squad. But next episode, 2 legs against Sheriff to see if we can get through to the Champions League playoffs. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. And yeah, Champions League football next time. Can we get through? And give us a chance to maybe get into some Champions League group stages. We'll wait and see. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.